Okay, Champions of Champions boxing talk here. I've been hearing some, sound bites, comments from people who are talking about this potential Pacquiao Broner fight coming up soon. I accept, and I always accept, that, nature is nature. Father time is just that. When your time is up, your time is up. We peak at different things in life. The athletic thing is a young man's game. We all know that, right? Nobody in the end wins. Even Bernard Hopkins in the end lost to Father Time. Okay, it was only a majority decision to Father Time, but he lost, right? It happens to them all. Now, presuming Manny Pacquiao is still the Manny Pacquiao in the Lucas Matisse fight, as you know, I am still favouring Pacquiao to beat Adrian Broner. Now, of course, the question arises, how does Adrian Broner beat Manny Pacquiao? If Manny Pacquiao has not aged that much and still has, a good bit left in the tank come fight night. One of the sound bites you're hearing out there is this: Adrian Broner's got to let his hands go. Ricky Hatton let his hands go against Manny Pacquiao. Didn't end so well, did it? Miguel Cotto let his hands go v Manny Pacquiao. Didn't end so well, did it? Antonio Margarito let his hands go v Manny Pacquiao. Didn't end very well, did it? Timothy Bradley on 3 occasions let his hands go v Manny Pacquiao. Didn't end well, did it? Jesse Vargas tried to let his hands go v Manny Pacquiao. Didn't end very well, did it? Lucas Matisse last time out is known to let his hands go. He sort of quit that in the end and it didn't end very well, did it for him? The stupidity, I don't get it. It's going to take more for Adrian Broner to beat a Manny Pacquiao who's ready and still got some juice left in the tank to win than just to let his hands go. If anything, if Adrian Broner lets his hands go, Manny Pacquiao is an excellent counterpuncher. The more gaps Adrian Broner leaves to Manny Pacquiao, ouch. That's the word. Ouch. Some of you people are not thinking with sense. Adrian Broner let his hands go a little bit v Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas' hand speed and power is not Manny Pacquiao's, right? Had Adrian Broner continued to let his hands go v Mikey Garcia, what do you think would have happened? Right? And Mikey Garcia is a lighter puncher than Manny Pacquiao, just because Pacquiao is used to hitting welterweights. Mikey Garcia has been fighting smaller guys. Do you see what I'm saying? Pacquiao is probably still a bigger puncher than Sean Porter. He's certainly still got quicker hands. Probably Porter could beat the older Manny Pacquiao if he mauled him, say. But Adrian Broner doesn't have the size and strength to do that. Right? Floyd Mayweather didn't let his hands go really against Manny Pacquiao. What happened? Floyd Mayweather won. Low volume guy. But good defense. Good movement. Good footwork. Good ring IQ. Juan Manuel Marquez knocked Manny Pacquiao out. It took him 4 times to do it, but still nonetheless he got there. Marquez is a low-punching, very intelligent, crafty counter-puncher. Marquez and Floyd Mayweather do not swing like octopuses and let Manny Pacquiao tee off on them. So the way to beat Manny Pacquiao is not to let your hands go. So why am I continually hearing this stupidity from people? You have to have guile. You have to have accuracy. Right? You have to have size and strength, maybe. But you have to have footwork. You have to have an engine. You have to have concentration. These are all the things Adrian Broner is lacking in his attempt to beat Manny Pacquiao. It's not the letting hands go thing. It's can he pick the punches? Can he move like Floyd Mayweather? Does he have the IQ of Mayweather or Marquez? When he lands those big power punches, do they have the same effect on Manny that Marquez's do? The answer is no to either guy. Adrian Broner defends right in front of you. It's kind of Joshua Clottey-like, right? At times. He shells up, and the other guy, through volume and work rate, beats him. That's what happens to Adrian Broner. The same thing that happened to Joshua Clottey v. Manny Pacquiao has happened to Adrian Broner on 3 or 4 occasions in his career already. Right? But against those guys, you saw him drop Sean Porter. Yes, those were the fights to let his hands go. There are specific fights where you do let your hands go because boxing is about styles. But Manny Pacquiao wants you to throw hell to leather because, let me tell you something, who's the best at the Cat Alley fight? Manny Pacquiao or Adrian Broner? It's not Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner could get inside and do some work. But Manny Pacquiao's feet are going to move so fast, he's not going to let that happen. Again, this is all presuming Manny Pacquiao is still Manny Pacquiao. Again, as I said, the only thing beats Manny Pacquiao v. Adrian Broner is Father Time. Adrian Broner does not have a style advantage. Do you know Timothy Bradley tried to fight Manny Pacquiao and lost? He tried to fight him. He tried to load up, use volume, and Manny Pacquiao picked him off. Then he got with Teddy Atlas. Then he tried the low volume thing that Adrian Broner does. He was lower volume Tim Bradley in that last fight, and he lost. Because he was clottified, as the saying goes. Why could he not apply this? Because he doesn't have Floyd Mayweather's length. He doesn't have Floyd Mayweather's guile or defense. Floyd Mayweather has a longer reach, much longer reach, is a bigger man than Adrian Broner. Right? It's doubtful in the clinches. Floyd Mayweather is a much physically stronger fighter than people give him credit for. In a clinch with Floyd Mayweather, he could hold his own with Manny Pacquiao, right? I'm not sure Adrian Broner does. I think Pacquiao is at least as strong, maybe stronger than Adrian Broner physically. Right? Adrian Broner, every boxer has a puncher's chance. If you're in the ring, you're throwing punches, so you've got that puncher's chance. But Lucas Matisse did land a good right hand on Manny Pacquiao in that 4th round, and Manny Pacquiao was able to absorb it. Didn't even flinch. The only time you get Manny Pacquiao hurt, really, is when you hit him with an absolutely scintillating shot that he doesn't see coming. And we know what shot that was. Apart from that, he's got a pretty good chin. Let's just be honest. A damn good chin. Underrated chin, right? One that could easily absorb what Adrian Broner can do. It can. Adrian Broner is not high on the list of punchers that have faced Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao's fought some punchers. But there's been many guys let their hands go and lost to Manny Pacquiao. The guys that didn't let their hands go and lost to Pacquiao were the guys that didn't have Floyd Mayweather's feet and accuracy in that one punch moment. That's it. If Floyd Mayweather didn't have his footwork, he'd lose to Manny Pacquiao. If those feet weren't that good, he'd have lost to Pacquiao. It's nothing to do with throwing punches against Pacquiao, because if you throw with him, he'll beat you to the punch. That's what he does. Floyd Mayweather is sort of known for picking out any flaws you've got. I actually think Pacquiao is the guy that picks people's flaws out. When you make mistakes, he makes you pay. So if you don't land, heaven protect you. That's exactly what Pacquiao wants him to do. And you know something? I've got a funny feeling Broner might throw punches in this fight and leave himself absolutely wide open because the public are coming out with this stupid advice. What Broner's got to do is be defensive. Right? It might sound boring. He's got to be defensive. His foot speed, he has to take crash lessons from Floyd Mayweather on it. And when he lands, or when he does throw, and it's low volume, he's got to disguise it and catch Pacquiao when Manny doesn't expect it. Shock him. When you're letting your hands go, your defense is open. Pacquiao likes to punch when you're punching. He punches with you. Because he knows I've got the reflexes to avoid what you're going to do, but you're not going to get out of the way of mine. Didn't Brandon Rios try and let those hands go? Pacquiao soon made sure those hands weren't going for much longer. And you start to get my point. Chris Algieri didn't let his hands go, but Chris Algieri isn't Floyd Mayweather. Right? Adrian Broner may do some of the things I've just talked about in replicating what Floyd does, but sooner or later, even Floyd got tagged in the 4th round. But Floyd doesn't have to go out of type because he's always fighting in type. So when Manny hit him, Floyd just did more of what he always does, which is going to the shell, protect, and pot shot. Adrian Broner may get hit and try and shell up, but shell up right in front of Manny, because that's his instincts. That's what Adrian Broner does. So, for the life of me, I can't understand why you guys are saying this stuff. All Adrian Broner has to do is let his hands go. Pacquiao loves it when he doesn't have to play constant cat and mouse with his opponent. He loves it when a guy doesn't really have particularly long arms like Floyd Mayweather and Eric Morales in the first fight. He loves it when a guy really doesn't have many, wrinkles to his game like Marquez and can disguise counter punches and, kind of keep up with him in terms of clever footwork and maneuver things. Pacquiao hates that. He hates it, right? He doesn't love it, he hates it. But when you're letting your hands go like a Ricky Hatton and Miguel Cotto, and Pacquiao will, he'll scissor you. He'll literally scissor you. And if Adrian Broner lets his hands go via Manny Pacquiao, it will be the first time he's stopped in his career. Again, as I keep repeating, if Manny has still anything left. It will be the first KO of that career. Because Adrian Broner, every time, he's got through fights with Marcus Maidana, Sean Porter, etc. He needed to let them hands go, yes, but he could do that via those guys. Those guys are much, apart, maybe Porter has a bit more movement than Mikey Garcia in a sense, and Chino Maidana. Those guys are much more static than a Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is a mover. Right? Chino Maidana throws from weird angles, but Pacquiao shoots from weird angles. What I mean by that is Chino throws the shot with, from his hands at a strange angles. But Pacquiao is positioned body-wise using his feet from weird angles. The punch can be straight, but where Manny is stood is a weird angle. It's not the same, right? But just a few thoughts on that. It's not as simple as AB lets his hands go and has a good training camp. You need a bit more than that, a bit more sophistication to beat Manny Pacquiao. It took two of the finest tuned ring IQ fighters of the generation to beat him. And one of them took 4 goes to do it. You know the guys, Mayweather and Marquez. I don't think Adrian Broner is a clever fighter, but I don't think he's quite on their level where this stuff is concerned. And again, he doesn't have their tank. Or their concentration. Their concentration was unreal. That's why they are all-time greats. Adrian Broner is no all-time great. He's a very good fighter now, but the annals of time will not have him as an all-time great. So this, letting his hands go stuff, give me something better than that, because I'm not buying it. This is Champions of Champions Boxing Talk. I'm out.